Okay, Dash, here we go again. This is a two-parter because I had too much stuff on it, my phone, and I had to delete some. So, anyway, here we go. One day, she went farther and farther along the pasture. She looked neither right nor left, for she had eyes only for the sweet grass, and before she knew it, she fell in the canal. You know what? The same thing happened to my dog, Mo, only he fell in our pool. The canal was not deep, but it was deep enough for Hendrika to get all wet. She was too fat to climb out, so she just stood in the water and ate the grass along the bank. Mr. Hofstraw didn't know that Hendrika was in the canal because he was getting his cheese ready for the market. Look at that. There she is. Oh no. And there's the pretty canal. Poor Hendrika. Let's see what happens. Hendrika was in the canal a long time. She ate so much grass that she became sleepy, but she couldn't sleep in the water. If only she could get back to the pasture. It was springtime and there were flowers to eat. She walked and walked along the edge of the canal, eating grass, when suddenly she came upon an old raft. She pushed and pushed, and finally she fell in and fell on the raft, and it drifted away from the bank. Hendrika went floating down the canal. Past the pasture went Hendrika, past the barn, the house, and the windmill. Past the tulips, past the neighbor's barn, house, and windmill. Past more tulips. Did you know tulips are your mom's favorite flower? Past another barn. Another row of staircased roofs passed by. Housewives were cleaning windows and scrubbing doorsteps. They laughed to see Hendrika floating along. They too followed along the banks, laughing and exclaiming. Here, see? Look at the cow. Oh my gosh, have you ever seen a cow floating down the river? And then here's all the townsfolk along the river, along the roadway there. Let's see what happens next. It's kind of warm out here. Soon, a whole flock of people were running, walking and riding along the bank, following the raft in the canal. Hendrika loved all the attention she was getting. She mooed with happiness. See her floating? Look at that, all the people alongside the canal. Kind of looks like the river in Portland there, doesn't it? Ooh, wouldn't that be amazing if you saw a cow on a raft? Suddenly, the raft stopped and two boys pulled Hendrika to shore with a rope. Hendrika broke away and ran down the street. It was hard to run on the cobblestones, but Hendrika was enjoying the city at last. There's the boys pulling her, and there she is running down the street. On and on through the streets she went, with all the people following her. See, she's running. She looked into windows and pranced into yards. She sniffed the bicycles. There was so much to see. Look at those pictures. Just as Hendrika began to get a little tired, she arrived at a big square where were whole crowds of people. Here were men wearing colored straw hats with streamers. Here were balls of cheeses piled high. See? The men with the hats and the balls of cheese. The market was just as Peter told her it would be, and the green straw hat tasted as good as she thought it would. Mr. Hofstraw was there selling his cheeses too. "Hendrika," he cried when he saw her, "I thought you were home in the pasture eating grass, not here eating hats. A hat is to wear." He was so surprised everyone laughed at his bewilderment. See, there she is. Mr. Hofstra pushed Hendrika into Peter's wagon and drove her home. There she is in the weekend, and there they are going home. After that day, Mr. Hofstra made certain that Hendrika was safe in the pasture. Hendrika didn't mind. Now she had so much to think about as she chewed the grass, looking so pretty in a colored straw hat with streamers. Oh my gosh, she got to keep a hat. Look at that. And there he is checking the gate. And the end. So that's the end of that book. Love you. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.